Now, dear student, chapter number 12 electricity, and today we have the topic for the discussion that experimental verification of the Ohm's law. And this one topic we should do in our copy, and I'll just giving the hint that how can you attempt this one in the lab as well as inside your notebook. Okay, so I am starting with the concern of the objective here. So what is the kind of the objective we have to verify Ohm's law in laboratory. Okay, so this is the part of the objective we have, and we will apply the same method to do this one activity inside the lab also. Okay, now the next step if we want to follow it, and these steps already we have followed in the ninth class to complete the different activities. Okay, so this is not the typical task we have. Now second, the apparatus required. So what kind of the apparatus required we have to complete this one activity? First we have needed that ammeter to measure the current, voltmeter to measure the potential difference across the ends of a conductor. Now key is an important parameter to switch off the electric circuit at instant moment, as we are not we don't want to run it, so instantly we should remove the key. uh, Rheostat. Now connecting wire, connecting wires we have required. Now to run the circuit we have the potential difference source, that is called the cell or the battery, and resistor which we will use across the voltmeter ends. Okay, so this is the necessary that apparatus required we have. Now next we have to be write the basic conceptual theory which we want to use here, and basically we will talk about in the part of the we will talk about in the part of the Ohm's law. Okay, so what is the basic theoretical concept we have? Theory we will use here: the current which flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across ends of conductor, and physical conditions of conductor and temperature remains constant. So this is the one of the basic assumption we have, and already we have discussed the concept of the define, concept of the define we have in the previous lecture. So we can easily state the meaning which we want to use here, that is uh, as we are just saying I is directly proportional to the v, and we can say that v is directly proportional to the I. So this implies that v is equal to ri, and it makes the concept of formula that r is equal to v upon I. Okay, so this is the basic concept we have. Now we will use the simplest that mean graph, symbolic graph. So I am just making the simply graph, that is V over I cross it. So how we are just here symbolizing it. So this is the straight kind of the graph we have. Okay. Now here we have to be use the basic notation formula. Those we want to use the make the calculation and all. So first I am just making the concept of the least count formula. Okay. So the necessary formula which we want to use here, least count of ammeter and voltmeter. So what is the basic formula you will use here? So we have to be dictate here, that is called the maximum capacity is to be divided by number of small division, number of small divisions. Okay, so this is the basic concept. Now any other formula we will use here to make the calculation and all, so we will put all the here, that resistance mean, that is called the R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 plus R5 is to be divided by simply the meaning of the 5 we have. So this will give the concept of the resistance mean we have. Okay, so all the things are very much simpler. Okay, so now we will make the concern of the diagram of the Ohm's law, which we want to use to verify the Ohm's law in this activity. Now one of the basic diagram which we want to paste here, so there is a need to be make the neat and clean diagram. So you must use the pencil, where I am using the basic that mean bold marker pencil in front of you. There is a no need to be used by them by you in the copy. So this is the part of the source which we have. Okay, this having its a potential that is called the V, and then after we are just approaching all the things those we have mentioned in the apparatus required. Okay, so here I am just making the place of the ammeter and writing easily. Okay, then after I am just making the meaning of the voltmeter. So this is the page which I have left here, so I'll just put the meaning of the voltmeter here. So this is the part of the V we have, and definitely we know across the voltmeter we are just approaching the resistor, for which we want to calculate the resistance. So this is the part which I have made here. Okay, so this is the simply the meaning of the R we have. Okay, now next portion which we want to add here, that is called the rheostat, and the symbolic notation of the rheostat we have one of the wavy line, and we are just keeping the arrow on it because it's a variable portion we have. Then after we are just approaching the meaning of the key. Okay, and we are just completing the circuit. Okay. Okay, now I am just putting the positive and the negative sign to the elements like ammeter, as the battery having the plus so it also having the meaning of the plus, which is first interact. Okay, now next portion will be in the negative sense. Okay, This one is a plus we have. Now the another section is called the negative we have. Okay, so this is the portion of the rheostat we have. Now we are just taking a circuit that is in closed manner. We have inserted the key. So whenever we are just inserting the key, so we are just giving the direction of the current in this circuit. So this is the proper way to represent the concept of the circuit we have. Okay, so we have used the battery, ammeter, voltmeter. Across the voltmeter we have the resistance wire, that is called the resistor, and here we have the rheostat. So I am just putting it, that is RH. Now this is the resistance wire we have. This is the portion of the key we have. This is the portion of the battery we have. Okay, this is the ammeter we have. So all the portions we have shown here one by one. Okay, so I am just making the hope from your side that you are also doing the same thing, and even you are very much able to listen my voice clearly. Now the some of the next step we have that observation. So direct measurement, those we are taking, those are helps to create the observation table. So I am just including them in the part of the observation. So first we have the least count of the ammeter or any kind of the device which we are using here, and which is in the part of the analog form. So we have to be make the concern of the measurement of the reading from them systematically. So we are just making the concept of the least count, and already you know the what is the mean of the least count. The minimum measurement which is done by an apparatus is called the least count of a particular device. So here we have the two devices. First is the ammeter and second is the voltmeter. So what is the kind of the minimum countable that we reading from them? So I have made the basic formula at which is also mentioned in the theoretical portion. Okay, so the maximum capacity upon number of small division. So still that you don't have seen the ammeter or the voltmeter, but I have tried to make the little bit diagram of that concept so you can easily understood. So whenever we were inside the lab, so we are just getting one of the plastic casing box in which we have the ammeter or the voltmeter. So this is the simplest basic diagram which I have made here. Now what are the things inside it? Two terminal it has, one is the positive and one is the negative, and always we are just keeping the attention to add the terminals by the sources. पॉजिटिव से सोर्स रिलेट करेंगे और नेगेटिव को नेगेटिव से रिलेट करेंगे. Now here we are just watching that on the dial we have the one of the needle which moving on a scale that makes the measurement of the ammeter, that mean current or the potential difference. Okay, so both the things I have included here. Now this dial meter having its own reading. Okay, here I have made the 5 sections, that this is the 0 section we have. Now this is the 1, this is the 2, this is the 3, this is the 4. Sorry, this one is the 0. So we are starting with the 0. This is the 1, this is the 2, this is the 3, this is the 4, and the last arrow which is regarding as a 5. Okay, so easily we can say that the maximum capacity of a device, that is called the 5 ampere and the 5 volt. Whenever you are talking in the sense of a ammeter, so you can make the 5 ampere, and you are talking in the sense of a voltmeter, so you can assume the 5 volt is there. And here we have I have mentioned that number of the small divisions. What are they? In the section from 0 to 1 we have the 10 divisions are there. Section 1 to 2, 2 to 3, all the parts having the same division. So if the 5 major divisions are there and the one major division having a 10 small division, so the total divisions in a 5 major divisions are the 50. So this is the estimation number of the small divisions we have. or either you can go with the one bigger section, that one bigger section having the 10 small divisions. So by this you can also make the measurement of the least count. So here I have just make the measurement that least count, that is maximum capacity upon number of small division. So I am just talking in the sense of a ammeter. So the maximum capacity of the given device, that is called the 5 ampere, and how many number of the division it has, that I have counted that it suppose it is the 50. So I am just getting the division of the value of the one division, that is called the 0.1 ampere. Suppose the needle of a ammeter is standing on a first division, so it makes the measurement of the 0.1 ampere. So directly we are not making the measurement of the ammeter reading, but we are just finding the number of the division, and then we are applying the scientific method to calculate the value of the resistance here. So I am just getting the one division value, that is 1.1 ampere, and the secondly I have made also the concern of the voltmeter here. So 5 volt divided by 50, that is also the 0.1 volt. So this is the simplest method, and even you can go with the simply scale. Okay, so easily you can make the meaning of the least count of the scale. Okay, here just I am making the measurement of the length from the centimeter side. So 0 to 1 centimeter having its number of small divisions are, that is 10. So 1 is to be divided by 10, that is 0.1. So the least count of this scale is 0.1 centimeter. Okay, so this is the simplest method to make the measurement of a least count of any device. So easily I am just writing here 0.5 5 ampere is to be divided by 50, as 5 volt is to be divided by 50, that is called the 0.1 volt. Okay, so 0.1 ampere and the 0.1 volt, which we have discussed the least count in the part of the observation. Now how can we utilize these observation? So we have made the one of the basic table, that is called the observation table, and in the observation table we have made the calculations of the voltmeter reading as well as the ammeter reading. So I have made the standard tabulation here. First column regard to the serial number, second one is the voltmeter reading, and the third one is the ammeter reading. Then after we have the meaning of the resistance, we will make the ratio. The resistance comprises that V upon I. Okay, so whatever the correct reading of the voltmeter or the ammeter we will get here, so we will make the ratio here. Then after we have to conclude the average resistance of the resistor. So I have pasted here R mean. Okay, so this is the simplest way to represent. Suppose I am just assuming that voltmeter reading contains the two important section. First is division, how many divisions that we are just getting, or the needle is staying on behalf of the concept of the rheostat. Okay, and the concern least count we have. So we are just converting the division into least count. So what actually I am doing, I am just making the multiplying of the least count. So the basically I have the least count, that is 0.1, this is also 0.1, this is also 0.1, and this is also 0.1 we have, including fifth reading, that is also the 0.1. Similar, I am just getting the least count of the ammeter, that is also the 0.1, because we are just getting the actual value of the ammeter and voltmeter reading. Okay, suppose the division in the ammeter is the 1, or the corresponding voltmeter reading, the ammeter reading is appear there. Okay, suppose the ammeter having the division, that mean needle is at the 1 division, and somehow the voltmeter also showing the voltmeter needle also that is starting at the 1 division. So we are just getting the correct reading in the part of that 0.1 volt here, and here we are just getting the 0.1 ampere. Okay, so this is the simplest representation of the conversion of the division into actual value. Okay, somehow we are just getting that 2 corresponding to 2, 3 corresponding to 3, 4 corresponding to 4, and the 5 corresponding to 5. Okay, so easily we are just getting the conversion of the all the readings. So here we are just getting 0.2 volt, 0.3 volt, zero 0.4 volt and the 0.5 volt. Okay, now these are the reading which I have assumed. Okay, so what is the basic reason that I am just making the continuous observation? Zero 0.2 ampere, dear students, 0.2 ampere, sorry, 0.3 ampere we have. Okay, 0.4 ampere we have, and same how we are just getting the 0.5 ampere. Okay, so as I am just making the calculation of the resistance is there, so simply I'll just get the meaning of the 1 ohm. Okay, here I am just getting the standard value, that is 1 ohm. Here I am just getting the 1 ohm, 1 ohm, and the 1 ohm is there. Okay, so finalize we will put all the resistance mean, that is simply if you are just making the average of this one portion, so definitely I'll just getting the meaning of the standard value of the resistance, that is 1 ohm. So either in any kind of the block you must write the R mean, that is 1 ohm directly. Okay, need not to make the formula here because we will do all the exercise in the calculations part. Okay, so this is all the part of the we have for the observation table. And if you are just getting the opportunity to put the graph between V and I, so we will take the original value, that is corrected reading, which I have made here. Okay, so I am just putting the symbolic notation. You must choose the correct reading. Okay, correct reading of the both ammeter and the voltmeter. So we will take this one corrected reading portion to make the ratio of the resistance. Okay, special arrows which I have made here, so we will use this one segments to make the ratio of the resistance, and on behalf of these values we will make the concern of the graph. Okay, now here we have the calculation portion. So from the tabulation part we can make the assessment of the resistance mean. So we are just getting that meaning of the resistance, that R1 section we have got, that is the 1 ohm plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, this is also the 1 we have, plus 1 we have. Okay, and is to be divided because we have made the 5 measurement, so easily you can get the meaning of the average here. So 5 ohm is to be divided by 5, so the standard value of the resistance of a resistor, that is called the 1 ohm. So this is the concept of the calculation we have here. So by the simplest method we can make the concept of the resistance mean. Now the two important results we have conclude from this section. Okay, first is the graph between the V and I. So as I am just saying to you that you must use the graph paper and plot the graph between the V and I. So here the little bit portion is there. So whenever you are just getting a task or the special graph paper, I am just writing here, use the graph paper to plot the graph of V and I, that is called the corrected reading. Here we are just taking the corrected reading of the V and we are just taking the corrected reading of the I. So whenever we are just getting the standard graph paper, so you must assume the meaning of the scale, that on the x-axis that I am just taking the I, and on the y-axis I am taking the y, and the one bigger block I have taken the 0.1 ohm, sorry, zero 0.1 ampere. Okay, so I am just taking 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, zero 0.4 and zero 0.5. So it's a easy exercise. You have 0.1, 0.2, zero 0.3, zero 0.4, and this is the last portion, that is called the 0.5 we have. Similar how we have to be pasted the 5 sections here, because we have the 5 values of on the graph, that means 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, zero 0.4 and the 0.5 are there. So whenever I am just making the meeting of the all the points, okay, here we just one point, this is the second point, and on the graph paper easily you can plot them. So there is a no kind of the special problem you are just getting. So we will get that all the points are coming in a straight line. So this is the one of the basic concept that we have got, that there is a real linear relation between the V and the I. Okay, clear. So this is the concept of the first result we have. So what result we are just getting here, the graph between the V and I is the straight line, and the mean resistance of a given wire is 1 ohm. Okay, 1 ohm, which we have got through the calculation. Okay, so these are the two possible results we have from this exercise or this activity. Now what are the basic precautions we should include here? All the connections should be the very tight, because if you are just losing them, or we are just you are just keeping losing them, so it will not make the proper connectivity. Ammeter should be connected in the series combination. Okay, and the voltmeter should be connected in the parallel combination. So it's one of the basic need we have. Apparatus do not run continuously because it makes the that vary with the resistance of a circuit. Okay, even also the conductor. Now the zero error should be the remove. If the already reading is there inside the ammeter or voltmeter, so you must remove them, otherwise it will create the wrong observations for you. Okay, so this is the part of the verification of the Ohm's law in the lab we have, and we should do inside the copy also. Thank you.